What to do on New Year's Eve in Istanbul. Welcome to my channel. My name is Diana and I am on a mission to explore the world and share it with you. Today we're going to talk about what to do in Istanbul for New Year's Eve, and I can only talk from experience. So I will make sure to share my experience with you and hope that it's going to help you decide what to do. First things first. If you're thinking about going to Istanbul to see the beautiful fireworks above the Bosphorus, think again. They don't have that many fireworks in Istanbul, mostly because of the birds. So Istanbul is a city of so many birds, and apparently they love them and they just don't want to kill them. So this is why they don't have that many fireworks. An interesting fact is that the fireworks started 10 minutes before midnight, and until midnight they were all finished. And apparently this is because some sort of a ban to not fire fireworks after midnight. I'm not quite sure why that is, but there were still some fireworks shooting up. I'm not really sure how it works, but there were still some fireworks being fired at. If you know more about the ban, don't hesitate to leave me a comment and let me know, because I didn't really get that much information about it. But yeah, feel free to let me know. Now, I do recommend staying in a hostel when you travel. I traveled alone to Istanbul, and this was my safest bet to not actually spend New Year's Eve alone in a hotel room or something like that. So I chose to stay at the second home hostel in Istanbul, and it turned out to be a really smart decision because the staff was so welcoming and so nice and helpful. And also, when I entered the hostel, they welcomed me with a welcome drink. It was a homemade tea, and there was music going on, everyone was dancing, and it smelled like home cooked dinner, mainly because they were preparing the dinner for New Year's Eve. Now, the hostel itself was really nice. It was an old building and it had a rooftop bar. It's where they organize their events. But I really didn't know that they had that because I didn't really recognize it from the photos. Booked this hostel so quickly because I was so occupied in December, but it turned out to be a good decision. Overall, it was a really good hostel, very social. People were around 30 years old, the visitors and I was so happy about that. But I would say the only downside to it was the mattress in the bed. It was sort of like when you would go to sleep, your bum would sort of fall into the shape, like the mattress would take the shape of your bum, and that was not nice. But that was sort of the only minus, I would say. And so let's get to the main point. Yes, I had no plans for New Year's Eve, but that's the best thing because I asked the hostel if they would recommend me a place to go, what to do for New Year's Eve, and they said, don't worry about it, we've got a plan. So what they had planned was a home cooked dinner, and then a party in the hostel on the rooftop terrace. And after that, they would take all of us to Taksim area where the party, like all of the clubs, the best parties are, and you can go there and just party all night long. And all of that, like the home cooked dinner, the party in the hostel, and transportation to Taksim, was 40 euros, and you could pay that at the hostel because it's a hostel organized event. Now, the home cooked dinner at the hostel was incredible. The lady that was cooking it, she was cooking all day. 8 out of 9 dishes, like main course dishes, were vegetarian, and I was so impressed about this. We had 2 home cooked cakes. Everything was great. Everyone was really nice, and we just had a blast. After that, at around 12:30, everyone was preparing to go to Taksim area and catch the bus. But I decided to stay, so I really don't have any footage of that. But from what I heard from everyone else, they had so much fun. A lot of people came back to the hostel in the morning, really not in the condition to walk, but I heard that they had fun. Fortunately, I went to bed, I had a good night's sleep, and I was up and ready early in the morning to go and explore Istanbul. To sum up, I would say if you're traveling alone on New Year's Eve and you're going to be in Istanbul, pick a hostel Ask them if they're planning something for New Year's Eve. And if they are, just do that, because the chances are you're probably gonna meet some really nice people and just enjoy your time. That's all from me. See you on the next one. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye.